Would you like to take away with our intros?
Yeah, sure. All right, here in the west position, we have Eggy, the red Zerg, currently up 1 in the best of 3 series, not best of 5. And in the south position here, crossed by air, the mic's moving on me. Sorry, we have the
crossed by air. We do have TUXPenguin spawning as the purple Terran. I don't know what's running along with
cord. I do apologize. All right,
yeah.
We're good. We're good.
We are all awesome now, ready to go. Game number 2 on the way. Players discussing whether it's cross only.
I don't think we can tell them once they're in the game, but
this is very true.
If they ask beforehand.
If they ask beforehand, we tell them. Also, the difference between MLG and non-MLG is that there's no close spawns by ground, but that was also remedied in ladder. So essentially, the maps are the same, save for the neutral supply depot, which will be.
Isn't there? Why isn't that there?
It is not there, which is actually a little bit concerning, even though the map did say that it was MLG.
Weird.
But one advantage and really the only real problem with that supply depot is whether it is a Protoss doing the triple pylon block of the Zerg.
Yeah, the bunker rushes aren't much in favor, and I can't really expect to see one out of Penguin anyway.
Yeah, it's really not his style. Might be hoping to see a close drop. Penguin smiling, happy about something. Eggy deciding to bring his drone around to try and...
Yeah, I think maybe Penguin spotted the Overlord.
Oh, maybe that could definitely be a thing. But Eggy getting in the base now. Going to be scouting that everything is going exactly according to every other game Penguin has played.
It's the Penguin build.
Penguin's build is standard. It is not standard by standards remark. It is. I would definitely call it the Penguin build. I haven't seen a build quite like this. They all generally have the same feel to them. 3 racks, starport reactored with medevacs, but it's all about when you reorder things and what your opponent is scout and what you're able to deny your opponent from seeing that really makes or breaks a build. But
so this time we're seeing the pool first against from Eggy instead of the hatch first like last game.
Interesting. Eggy actually used to be a Bronze League player and has worked his way all the way up to the tippy top of Masters, and his favorite build is 7-row Trush.
Impressive.
He is a masterful 7-row Trusher. I would really, really appreciate to see that.
I also have a friend who loves the 7-row Trush. If we try anything else, he loses, but 7-row Trush always wins.
Those are his exact words about 7 pooling. Oh, but he is going to be getting that fast speed, so maybe a Baneling bust, but I don't know why you would show that you're only on 1 base getting a fast speed to a Terran player, especially one that you've seen. Oh, maybe he's just banking on the fact that he's going to be going for the same build. It's a safe assumption. It's a great assumption. This is, I think, game 8 that Penguin has started in the exact same
half game.
Oh, yeah. Well, he got his opening out.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, we're seeing the exact same thing out of him. He hasn't altered at all. He's going for the reactor again. Probably going to Hellions again.
I can't. Now, if I was at home sitting by myself, I'd be like, oh, he's going for a Baneling bust. But as a caster, I have learned that even if a player is gearing up to do something and it looks like there is no other build that's possible,
there is the Baneling nest.
There we go. Thank God, Eggy, making me not look silly. Another fun fact for those Zerg players, 2 guys in gas is all you need to have constant Baneling production. 3 is actually just gets you 2 money, and those minerals are more helpful. But Penguin being aggressive, trying any sort of early link kill, nice micro on those Marines, not taking any damage. But speed finishing, 12 more lings on the way, 2nd hatchery coming down. Doesn't have the 2nd queen, but I think he's just going to be trying hitting hard and fast. Does have the Overlord running in now, sees the additional 2 barracks. Alright, it's all going to be about this Baneling bust. He's going to be... Oh, I thought he was going to be running around the side, but that would indeed not be necessary as this Overlord sees where the Marines are. With 2 units going on early, I think we're going to be having a quick and decisive end to this series, one way or the other.
Yeah, there's not much defense there. We got 2 Marines, that's it. 2 Marines. These Banelings morph, they're going to...
Oh, but if the Hellions get out in front, maybe not tank the damage, I want to say. Oh, and it's spotted. Alright, so now is that moment when Eggy has to decide, am I going to continue this commitment? It is only 4 Banelings. It does take 5 to kill any sort of add-on or supply depot or anything. This side will be super safe. This side's equally as vulnerable. Will need to produce another structure, or he could lift this barracks. fan instead of the engineering bay. It is very cheap and very fast, but the problem is there's still this gaping hole.
Oh,
now it will be finished. All right.
Really a fantastic response to seeing banelings at your front door.
Not lifting this base, which I actually really appreciate because it gives you that vision. If your opponent decides that he wants to run any banelings into this orbital, if he just kind of A moves, that's going to be great for you. But Eggy not going to be falling victim to this.
I actually really like that he scouted that. Go up and see if it was even bustable.
Now that there's the double cancel, now you bust.
Yeah.
Especially if you
fake them out.
You've built the banelings.
And there's quite a lot of lings there. There's more sitting out front of the natural.
Oh, yes there is. Oh, he has noticed them. I think he might just be waiting for his opponent to go out. Oh no, he has started drones again. Alright, so the Hellions have come out. Very nice quick response. Is he able to get this around? No, he's not. Oh, he got 2 of them. Alright, is that going to be enough damage for him to have the confidence to bust? I think it is going to be.
He is, yeah.
Alright, here's the bust attempt coming down. Going to be rebuilding those structures. There's a single bust. Oh, it doesn't get it off.
The wall does manage to go up.
A lot of... Okay, let's check the units loss. It's actually extraordinarily even. Check the income tab. They are, again, very even. Terran mining more because he has dropped the mule hammer. Did he... Oh, he canceled his expansion to get the minerals for these engineering bays and utilizing them, getting a +1 attack upgrade out of it. Very nice. He actually... That bust attempt did supply block our Terran buddy. Alright, taking the gold base, very Stefano style.
I like it. Hell, if the gold base is there, you should try and utilize it, especially as someone who is a little ahead in regards to map control.
Yep.
Like the Terran is not going to be over there anytime soon. He's probably not even going to see it for a long time.
He actually might be able to get a nice sandwich off if he's quick. Oh no, decides to juke the other way, then realizing that he could get it off. This is
I like that, pulling him into the corner there.
Very nice. Yep, fantastic
Great
position for
position.
Terran. Alright, so
I'm going to go back to that gold base quickly.
Yep.
The other great thing about taking the gold base early is if you can mine it out as fast as possible before the opponent does anything about it, you can just forget about it the rest of the game. You already got those minerals. Just who cares?
Yep, it's no longer that valued position anymore. And then when your opponent tries to take it, he will be frowning. Guys, I would also like to apologize. I really, really, really like terrible jokes. I'm just going to put this as fact. Okay, so now we do have the double evolution chamber. We are going to be seeing the infestation pit. So after he's like, all right, I'm going to try my bust attempt. It was held. I did some damage, kind of delayed.
He stayed even at least.
Yeah, stayed even is a good way to put it. The map control is allowing him to take that gold base, but now the Hellions are entering the main.
Hellion drop, that's new from Penguin.
Yep. One trick we've yet to see. But Eggy's starting to spread the creep, trying to give himself that speed advantage.
One Hellion does go down,
focusing down.
Oh, 2 went down.
Wow, that was... I was like, yes, only losing 1 Hellion. They're like, not at all. All right, now let's check that income.
It's a great hold on the drop there from Eggy.
Wow, up 20 workers, even in income with a gold base. Mules balanced as can be. Looks like he's going to be starting going into tanks. He knows his opponent does have the baneling ability. Has yet to get baneling speed or the pathogen glands as I click it.
As you put it. You got that upgrade, not him.
Helping players out. Alright, so 1-1 started, pathogen glands going. Terran is ahead in upgrades right now, so that is in his favor. He was able to secure his second base, is building a third. Is sending a drop out really quite far. Okay, alright, questions that need to be answered. Does Terran know about the gold? No. Terran doesn't know about any of the bases. He will see this third base, and you know what? That's actually really smart.
He's going to think that's the only base.
He's going to see it. He's going to be like, alright, he's taking a third. Even if he denies it, he'll be like, alright, yeah, it's fine. I'm even. Scouting a drop very quickly, or responding to the drop very quickly. Nice to see.
There's really not the low ground advantage of Shakuris. So.
Yep. Which made it a very smart pick for our Terran player. Or actually, no, he did not. Did he pick it in game 5?
I already forget.
As do I, but it's a good map for him regardless.
He did pick it because otherwise he would have already won the series because they went to 2-2.
There you go. Dropping them knowledge bombs. But 4 infestors coming down. Alright, that's actually the exact same ringtone as in the Matrix, so that is kind of cool. But we do have the TUXPenguin drop coming down here on the third base. Eggy now playing a lot better, not sending his whole army, but just sending a small squadron to go deal with that force.
He is going to save that hatchery,
which is actually the most important thing. Now going to be sending up. Okay, now has he
seen that gold yet?
Yes,
he has seen the gold now.
Oh, how? Oh, watchtower. I'm like, how does he have vision? 1-1 finishing. Spores coming down as well as the spine. And
so now he knows now he's down by 2 base.
Safe by air, safe by ground, safe by air. He's picked where he wants to be attacked by what. Now, if Banshees come in here and Hellions come in here, you feel silly.
Yeah, it's kind of odd he didn't go 1-1.
Yeah. Well, Fast Hive going to be teching in those Blue Lords. 14 more workers on the way. Going to bring him up. Ready? 64. Like it. Oh, huge.
The math for this game.
Yep. Tanks.
Love that tank positioning.
Yep. Absolutely fantastic. This is actually what you really try to avoid by mining out the gold base as quickly as possible, just so these kind of not really advantageous, but like abusive positions where you can put your tanks. Like any time where you can abuse tank positioning is a good position. Looks like there might have been a secondary drop, or that same drop going out, and Penguin, not to be outdone, is going to take the gold himself, but with the siege tank positioning, he's going to be able to do so a lot better. But Eggy just going to be taking the normal third base. He's actually paid for this base, getting 500, 3,000 minerals out of this base so far.
Going to be worth it, even if he loses it now and never touches it again.
Get some free medevac with these spore crawlers. Ooh, blown up. Alright, but now it's 3-base Zerg versus a 3-base Terran on a gold base. That is going to get dangerous. But
has he seen that? Is the question.
Oh. Vision, always the name of the game. Not really vision, knowledge.
Yeah, she hasn't even seen the natural.
Are you sure?
Oh, look.
Oh, I thought he... Oh, because it was lifted last time he saw it. I was like, he totally saw it with the Baneling Bust. Alright, but Hive done. Greater Spire on the way.
And Burrow just finished as well. I'd like to see some Burrowed Banelings.
Burrowed Banelings are always
exciting.
Fun.
It's hard to take the camera off them.
Yeah, you're just like, alright,
I don't want to miss that explosion.
I need to see this. Then the player misses them and you're like, oh. But it's fine. They're actually tied in upgrades right now. Eggy will be ahead with the +2 carapace, really trying to kind of playing risky, actually, getting this Spire down without the additional upgrades. That the game timer is a little bit later than you would expect to see a Hive coming down, but that's also just due to in part from the Baneling bust. Penguin is actually really close to being able to put some siege tanks over here and actually do elevatoring into the main. Could be picking off the Hive, but there are actually some spine crawlers and some spores. Eggy well defended.
Actually, make a good point. I'm quite surprised at the lack of creep spread in this game when it was so well done the other game.
I think that actually comes down to that Baneling bust, and then you have I didn't build the extra queens. I'm really kind of worried. I want my drone count up. So you're not really willing to spend those like injections, or spend the energy for the injections on the tumor. But now that you've missed a couple, it's later. He spread here, which was nice, but not really enough. I think he's going to try to run some Banelings into here, just kind of hoping that his opponent doesn't react in time.
Well-placed bunkers, though, might hold that off quite well.
Yeah,
there's nothing to get in them.
Which is unfortunate. Although there is this tank, which will be able to shoot them once here, so they will detonate and kill here, and kill here. He does have +2, so each Baneling will be able to kill an SCV in one go. The elevator tactics have thusly begun. So when you play as many games as I have, you begin to just get a sixth sense about what kind of players are going to be doing.
Yeah, these are my races, so...
I have played both of these races at a master level, and this is exactly how I deal with the things that I would be doing. You just kind of camp the Broodlords.
Hey, luckily those Broodlords are out, and all but the Vikings are there.
Oh, but really overextending, trying to... Oh, but the tanks are on siege, and actually, where is his army? This is a very tiny army. Nothing coming down here. We'll be retreating.
Pretty much all of it.
Oh, gee, this is really dangerous. Almost takes out the tank and decides to run away. Those Banelings did come in, taking out some workers. At 12, not really exactly worth it. So the Broodlords from Eggy actually are really sloppily controlled. I think he builds 3, gets them killed, to go for Ultras.
Ultras, yeah.
But still,
the Ultras work so well for him.
True, you can't really fault the guy who's like, well, you terrible Broodlord control. Yeah, and then I crush him. But still, okay, this base has been scouted by Penguin. He's got the double drops going on. This looks like a campaign mission from Rambo.
I like the drop on the high ground there, so you can unload evenly and then run down.
What I would do is let this drop, like, die, lift up, go to the third, and then run down with these guys. Oh, but are the... they wouldn't have been seen, but he's just going to be playing it safe, as he does, trying to conserve all of his units. +3 coming down for Eggy. So it looks like he will again hit a +3, +2 ultraless timing. Does have a lot of gas saved up. Is down 60 supply, but is up a base, so it's kind of balanced. A lot of workers being idling here, and this gold base is quickly mining out, especially with the mule hammers dropping left and right. Alright, does that scan give him vision of the ultraless cavern? I believe it does. Oh, but it doesn't. That is really unfortunate.
Very close. A couple pixels.
As well as Neural Parasite coming down.
That's interesting.
What do you think about starting to build these Thors?
I like it, and they're not bad against the Ultras, but I'm surprised we see Neural Parasite without the Thors already being out.
Maybe he's trying to Neural Parasite Vikings to draw fire? I'm really confused.
Yeah, I wonder.
But
interesting to see how it plays out.
But a more important thing, and just like not really as questioning, is he's building 4 Vikings while Eggy's building 3 Ultras. So definitely there's going to be a lot of wasted food.
Which is exactly what happened last game.
Exactly. A lot of infestors with a lot of energy, although the infestor control from last game was really not that great. Much nicer bundles coming down, actually killing a medevac. Alright, and now, and just as the Ultras pop, oh, this is going to be carnage.
Going to sweep through another great fungal, takes out all the Marines.
Okay, alright, so now, and a flank coming down, Banelings coming through, fantastic. But still has all of the, wasting some Banelings. But that's fine when you have, when you're down 70 food and then suddenly you're down 10, you're like, that was a fantastic engagement. Ultra's blocked in by his own evolution chamber. Thank God he didn't kill the one getting the +3. He did stop his +2 though.
I'm surprised he even brought those Corruptors into that fight with those Vikings there, because they serve no purpose.
Yeah, I guess maybe he's like, I want to see exactly how far ahead or how far behind I am. Very nice micro, followed by a nicer fungal, really stopping those Marines dead in their tracks. These Ultras really aren't getting the traction that they were in game number 1.
Well, that's spread out enough there. Look, there's 2 of them just kind of bouncing around in the back.
Yeah, there's tank knee there. We go the one Zergling taken apart from the group to try and kill it. And again, he's going to hold. He's actually now down 40 supply, so that engagement went fantastically. For TUXPenguin doing his greatest. There's an Overlord here. I thought it was something a little bit more dangerous and exciting and awesome and cool.
Could be if we had an Idis.
I actually think he's larva blocked. If we check the Units lab, he does only have 12 larva. That's not really going to be enough for him. He's spending it on 6 infestors, which would be fantastic. Now going up to 9. Actually, he did lose all of the infestors. He's going to need to produce some Banelings. And actually,
if you looked at that, they're even on workers right now.
Oh, wow. That's actually good. But Eggy is on more bases, so he has higher income right now. Although I believe there's a drop going right down here. There is one Rainer brother being stopped down here. Another drop cannot be dropped over here. He does have the spine crawler here. Very nice and consistent drops. Because he never loses the drop ship, they are always able to really do that pressure. This base, one Zergling run by, and it is done. This army is not really going to be able to get back there in time. More drones coming down. I think.
And we're seeing the full unsiege. It's
TUXPenguin going to be moving out. Alright, he is going to be attacking just as Eggy is going for the counterattack. A lot of infestors will be able to delay this. Okay, so the worst thing for TUXPenguin to do right now is to run back and try and save his base. He needs to pull these workers or stim forward. Stimming forward is risky with the infestors, so he looks like he's going to be elevatoring in a great position. But he is now down to this base, which is really risky. So he's kind of put himself in a more all-in-his position. But taking out the spawning pool is definitely going to be helping. 17 roaches on the way. Interesting decision, probably trying to buffer some damage from these siege tanks. Oh, actually, Eggy really likes going Roach Ultra. It is the beefiest army Zerg can ever muster.
Quite tanky.
Problem is,
I don't know if he's... 27 roaches. I wonder if he's going to get there, but 27 is a lot.
Problem is, tanks really out-tank everything. Some infested Terrans go down, almost take out 2 tanks. Alright, he's going to need a fantastic flank with amazing fungals inside of his base if he's going to be able to take this base out. Alright, so he's still... This is really... Wow, 38 kill tank.
Oh my god.
That cost efficiency at its finest.
Put that into that hero mono battle day 9 bit.
Definitely. This game, we will submit it back in time. These roaches really do need to wait for the Grill Reconstitution, also known as roach speed, if they're going to be able to close the distance to be able to kill these siege tanks. I would also really like to see a switch back into Broodlords. If we check the units tab, he does have 7 Vikings, but with the 8 Infestors, he will be able to fungal and kill them. It looks like another... Oh, this is really nice. He has a pinning force over here, and then another force coming down over here.
Let's see a flank here from Eggy to try and break one of those, because the tank splash is not going to be as effective when it's split between 2 separated armies.
Alright, I think he's trying to break through now, but he needs to rush forward if he's going to get this done. There he goes. As more units stem forward, going to be taking out the Hive potentially, although he Terran just did lose a lot of siege tank. This 42 commander siege tank busting forth, although it looks like the 4th and 5th base, so if these were attacking, he could be taking out the 4th and 5th base right now. Eggy in full counterattack mode, a lot of infested Terrans going to be busted down. Hive still looks like it's going to be killed. A base trade indeed will probably be had. That is still a lot of Marines back home. There's the infested Terran. Shift click from way back in the day.
18 Zerglings coming out, but almost no production coming out for Penguin.
Alright, Eggy does have a lot of money, so he's able to rebuild. They are even in food, but he is now really containing him by containing. He's attacking the hell out of him. He's trying to bust down all of his production buildings. A lot of these supply depots did have the drop on them, but great positioning. They're actually evenly upgraded. So they will be attacking in here, definitely losing his main, losing a lot of production. The gold base is completely mined out, so this is the only mineral income that Penguin is really going to be having.
His production has been totally hindered. He has no income.
Actually, I think Eggy is just going to be able to push in for a win right here. Just produce another bunch of infested Terrans. Oh, and it's going to... Oh, a little bit of a derp micro coming down, although Eggy is actually in a lot of trouble as well.
And we see the gold base is actually moving somewhere odd.
Moving to the creep. I think we're at a base race. Like, well, it's definitely a base race, but I think
I think the Zerg has the advantage here.
I don't know. I'm really, like... I really don't know. I'm not, like, you guys know from the other games, I'm not a commentator that tries to make things exciting for no reason, but I'm actually not sure who's going to win this space race, because you have the floating, but you have a decently sized... Oh, that one Ling actually really helped. The 2 tanks is going to do fantastic. It's going to be up to these 4 Ultralists and the Zerglings running through, but a quick lift. Siege tank getting off some free shots. He has another base, so the Roaches are still fighting here. Oh, actually, his natural has a ton of minerals.
That's odd.
But Eggy is down to this base with drones not mining.
Yeah, so I think I called it wrong. Well, we'll see what happens, though.
Wow. Okay, so... Oh, Terran's mining a ton over here. Let's check the income tab. We don't have to guess. This isn't Brood War. So,
600.
Yeah, with 700% better income, this is going to be difficult. Alright, but he doesn't have the...
problem is he has no production.
Yeah, exactly. He has the money, but no way to spend it. Long-distance muling, he can transfer that over now. Still has a lot of infestors. That's a waste of energy. But he does have these ultras here, saving them. Killing actually all these supply depots is going to put a huge, just unnecessary mineral dump on the Terran. He's going to need to put them down. Drone doing its Banling impression. But
actually, in a base race, it's really good if you could supply cap them so they can't try and equalize and get ahead.
They then need to be ahead for a lot longer to try and really capitalize on it. But Eggy's actually now supply block.
Supply block. So Penguin can still make stuff if he had production.
Marines checking for a base over here. Oh, it looks like they're actually just going to evacuate the 3rd. And then maybe retake this base. Eggy distance mining, I assume. Should actually probably retake his gold. There he is. He's got his drones hiding at the gold base. Not bad.
He's waiting on the money for it.
Does Eggy have a Spire? He does not, so he isn't actually able to produce many things that shoot up very well. So the drop play going to be annoying. Oh, just due to the lack of creep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Although it still takes a while, but...
Yeah, but still, it's a while that this game is probably going to be. Eggy probably not wanting to play another game. Okay, is there any production building here? Keeping the 2 Zerglings. It's very nice. Killing more supply depots. What's down here? Oh, continuing with a +2 upgrade. Spending your money any way you can, not a bad idea. And he is retaking the gold, as Terran is also going to try and retake his opponent's gold after mining out his. And there's a lot of infested Terrans being busted down into the new Terran main.
I like that upgrade idea because he is floating a lot of gas, but no way to spend it.
That's true.
He pretty much has to rely on Marines.
Okay, now I'm willing to call it game. No tears now, only dreams from Eggy. Laughing at himself in the other room.
Oh, GG.
Good chirps, GG. Alright, guys.
Interesting game, too.
there's game 2, and Eggy taking it with a interesting 2-0 victory over our TUXPenguin player. We will be coming back at you with the next best of 3 series. Will be played very shortly. Another 34-minute game. Actually, we have no
Long
real
games today.
And it's nice to actually not see any walkovers where you're just like, oh wow, he got bopped.
Yeah, it's sometimes you have that with tournaments like this, like the LANs where anyone can join up. Without the invite, you get a broader range of players, which is nice, but sometimes it results in some walkovers.
It's also nice to see that we don't have one player be like, I'm going to see how far I can get Baneling busting, or
yeah,
I want to
true.
see really like, how good is my one base all in? It's macro game, macro game, macro game. We have some people in the chat being very elated at the no tears, only dreams remark. Nice to see. All right, guys, we'll be back at you very shortly with our next best of 3 series. We're just going to be setting it up now.